Hey friends, welcome to our Pilates day. If you have that little mini ball that I told you about, you can go ahead and grab it. And if not, you can do a lot of this with just your body. That's totally fine. You'll still get a good workout in as well. This is just going to add some tension and you'll just feel the difference if and when you're able to grab it. We're going to start lying all the way down on the ground. Have water with you. Take water breaks whenever you need it. It's a gentler style today, but it's still a workout. So take breaks when you need it, get water when you need it. All right, come all the way down, shoulders down away from the ears, plant your feet into the ground, draw your low back towards the floor. So you're already feeling that core brace. Take the ball between your hands. So press it together with your palms. So you're already feeling some tension there in your chest, in the insides of your forearms, in your shoulders. And now I want you to take that ball up overhead and then down towards your belly button, but not quite all the way resting on your body. As you do this, I want you to focus on pulling your shoulders back. Many of you have been asking about posture, exercises for posture. I always work them in. I don't always tell you. Rear delt flies, band pull aparts. What am I missing there? Face pulls are actually my favorite. Those are all great rear delt exercises. Angel wings, we do a lot in our mobility days, almost every single mobility day. This is very similar to angel wings right now, where you're focusing on pulling those shoulder blades back, down towards the floor. Good. Give me 3 more here. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, and think about what your core is doing. Should be bracing with your low back pressing towards the floor. Good. Take a break from that. Now, again, your low back is going to press towards the floor for this one. I want you to put the ball right between your inner thighs. Now, another thing you can do, ladies, because that one maybe you were just rocking body weight, you could go grab a thing of paper towels. If you don't have this the ball, this will work for several of these next ones, or a rolled up towel. Okay. Feet are planted. All I want you to looks like nothing. So I have to tell you what I'm doing. Palms up. I want you to squeeze that ball and then relax. So you're pushing your knees toward each other and down. Now join me as you do this. What you should be feeling is inner thigh activation. Yes. We're getting good hip mobility from that too, from that like rotation. You're also getting some good low back release there and kind of mobility in through the low back as we do this. Good. Breathe in through the nose, exhale, let it go. But I do need that low back press down as you do it. It's definitely not nothing. Should feel like a lot going on in the inner thighs. Give me 5 more. 5, 4, nice. 3, 2, beautiful. 1, now take the ball out. Give yourself a little side to side rock. Release the low back. We're going to do a similar exercise, but this time with a glute bridge. So you know and love the glute bridge where your feet are planted, toes slightly turned out. We push up through the heels, squeeze the glutes, and come back down. Normally I say not to touch the butt to the ground, but today you can. And we're going to add that inner thigh squeeze. Palms up. So as you push up in your glute bridge, you're also squeezing that ball. So you could absolutely not touch the glutes down in between if you want a little more work. But since we're doing such high rep today, I didn't want you to fatigue too much in your low back first. Good breathing. Exhale, inhale, push on that ball and bring it down. So I'm using that tapping the floor in between to give the low back a break. 5 more reps. Look at the ceiling. Don't forget to squeeze the ball or the towel or the paper towels. Good. 3. Nice. 2. Excellent. Last one. Good. Rest. Okay. Take a breather again. You can shake it out side to side. Now next, still getting this stagnant inner thigh work here, this isometric inner thigh. And now we bring the core into it. So I need you to press your low back down towards the floor. And this time, the ball's going right back to the knees, palms up. You're going to take the toes toward the floor and back. Now, if you feel coning, like have a little tent in your abs, if you're freshly postpartum or you happen to be pregnant as well, then I want you to just shorten the range and not go down as far. If you feel great and you're able to brace, you're going to bring those toes all the way down towards the floor, keeping your low back, press down. Good. Breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Good, ladies. Breaks whenever you need it. Like I said, I'm not going to be giving too many today, but you can definitely take them. Good. Good. Keep it going. 5 reps. 5, 4. I'm keeping the hand there to make sure I'm not counting. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Give your hip flexors a break. Give a little side to side. Nice. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. I want you to put that ball between your feet now. So you're going to squeeze them between your feet. Take them from knees over hips to extending. This is tough. This is tricky. This is a progression on what we just did. So if your low back's popping way up, one thing you can do is just take it up higher. I might do that as a nice modification. You can go 45 degrees. You can even go lower, like a more 6-inch to the floor, as long as your low back stays down. So modifications to come up higher or to go back to what we just did, ball between the knees and the toe drops would be a modification as well. All right, here we go. Out. And I go palms up again, just so you don't death grip the floor. Shoulders down away from ears. Squeeze that ball as you do it. You're getting so much legs as you work the core as well. Exhale, inhale. Good work, ladies. Exhale. I know it's funny. It feels funny to be laying down majority of the time. We're not totally used to it. 6. Whoo! Go lower if you can. Nice. 3, 2, 1, and take a break. Good job. Rest those inner thighs. Next up, we've done these leg scissors a while ago, a long time ago, definitely last year if you're with me, where we scissored. I love these. Now we're going to add on a little bit. You could just keep it the basic scissor if you have the ball, or this might be a little tough with the folded up towel. You could use a really light dumbbell or just really any object that you can pass through. All we're going to do is curl up slightly, and as you scissor, you pass the ball through each leg. So you're kind of making a figure 8. It's going to be great. Take breaks when you need it just by touching back down here and breathing. All right, so we curl up. Here we go. Scissor, scissor. Option to make it easier is by bending the legs. Good. The longer the lever, the harder it is on the core. Good. Nice, ladies. I promise it's not all straight in front of the core. This is really the last one like this for the straight in front of the core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Get out. Very good job. Okay, this is an excellent time to grab a sip of water if you have it close by, because we're flipping it over onto our stomachs. And as I move my notes, but there's so many exercises I need to keep track here. We're going to come all the way down on our stomachs. Now I'm going to modify this one a little bit once I show you what I want you to do for obvious baby in the way reasons. But we're going to put the ball, the hardest part is getting the ball between your feet to start. So again, towel or paper towel will work. And we're doing a prone back extension. So your head is going to rest in your hands. Your legs are extended. And you're going to squeeze that ball. I can't even actually do it with my bump in the way. You're going to squeeze the ball and lift your feet off the floor. You're not bending at the knees. I have to come up and give myself some room, but I'm not going to lift legs. So basically you're doing this, if you can see it, where you are not bending at the knees at all. A way you can modify if you have a bump in the way is by using an exercise ball. So you have a little bit of changes the exercise slightly. So hopefully you got that by that bad demo. It's basically just lying all the way down, ball between the feet, head is relaxed. You lift the feet from the hips, lift the whole leg and down, not bending at the knee. Okay, I hope I'm really clear on the not bending at the knee. So I will just give myself a little space for the bump, but keep that ball between the feet and come down here so I can show you what I mean by moving from the hips up. So it's going to be smaller for you if you're on the floor. Everybody join me here. This is lighting up your glutes, your low back. And if you have an exercise ball and you're like, it just looks like, Brittany, you can get a little more range like that, you absolutely can do this too. Just put the exercise ball under your hips so you're not as squished into the floor. But those of you, again, who have no problem with having a bump in the way, you can do these on the floor. Good. We're going to get 10 more here. Exhale, inhale. Nice. Exhale, inhale. Woo! Beautiful. 4 more by my count. You got it. 4, breathing. 3, squeeze the ball. 2, good. Last one. Nice. Rest. Excellent. So I'm going to let that go. I do not need it anymore for any of those things. Chest work a little bit here. We're going to come down on your stomachs. So actually, maybe I do need it. Your hands are out in front of you, pressing into that ball, and you're going to roll up slightly and then down. This is okay for me short term before you panic because we're coming up so much. So this time your hips and feet are staying on the ground, and get that ball to where you can roll it a little bit. That was out a little too far away from me. So I moved it down to about wrist so I can roll up here and back. So press into the ball, and you're feeling that hopefully expand through the chest, but also right around your shoulder blades and almost like your armpits is where you're feeling this mobility. Good. Breathing in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Beautiful. 2 more times. Push hard into the ball. Up and down. Up and down. Excellent. All right, you can let that ball go just for a second. Don't let it go too far. Hands in front of you. You've seen this before if you've been with me. Bring your hips forward. Hip flexor pullbacks. It's a nice spot after we did a lot of hip flexor work in the core part. And now we're going to hammer the glutes, inner thighs, outer thighs, hamstring a little bit more, and good to get the hip flexors a little break between because we need them again. Good. Breathe in through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Beautiful, ladies. Okay. So we're setting up on all fours. If anybody has an issue having a flexed wrist like this on the floor, you can set dumbbells down and hold them like this so your wrists are now in neutral. If you see that difference, it's here or here if you're on dumbbells. So it doesn't matter the weight of the dumbbells. It's just to give you a straight wrist. Sometimes you'll probably see me go back and forth between this. I just put my knuckles down because that feels better to me sometimes than being in a flexed wrist, or I go back and forth from flexed wrist to knuckles. I want you to take the ball in the leg that's closest to me, put it right between your thigh and your calf. So it's right behind the knee. You're going to flex the foot. Your weight is going to be in this other knee, but I don't want you to swing way to the side. You are not like this, okay? Like my hair is doing right now. You're going to keep your hands on your shoulders and fight the urge to sway too much into that leg. We're going to take this up, your heel toward the ceiling, and then back in. Now, the other thing I need you to think about is keeping your back nice and flat. I know mine looks really arched right now. Pregnancy is exaggerating that, but I do have to fight against an overarch. So try to keep a neutral spine while you do this as best you can. Where should you be feeling this? The standing glute. I feel like, why is that one burning? It should be. Also, the leg that has the ball should be feeling this in the hamstring because you're squeezing that ball so hard. You have 4, 3, good work, 2, and 1. Now pop that ball over to the other leg, slide it over. Don't really pop it between. There were definitely more graceful ways to do that between your thigh and your calf. Oh, good. Here we go. Core braced, heel toward the ceiling. Nice. Excellent work. Nice. Feeling that fire now? I am right in that hamstring. Flex the foot hard. Think heel toward the ceiling. 8. Woo. Nice. 5, 4, 3. Perfect. 2, and 1. Give it a little rest, a little shake out in the glutes. Deep breath, shoulders down away from ears. Your shoulders are going to want to creep up to your ears on this. Set them back. Close, but slightly different here. We're still going to put that ball right behind your knee and calf. And you're still going to squeeze it, but this time we're coming out to the side, kind of what I call fire hydrants, or I'm sure I'm not the first person to call them that, okay? Like a dog being on a fire hydrant. So squeeze it super tight, and your knee and your ankle should ideally stay in a line. So it's not like your knee's coming here and your foot's coming back. Everything should be coming out to the side in a nice straight line, for lack of better terms here. So look at the floor, core braced, same as last time. Try not to really over lean into the other leg. You're getting some inner thigh and outer glute going here too. Lots of core as we do this single-sided. 10. Good. Exhale up, inhale down. 6 more times. 6. 4. Last 2. This is so good for our hip mobility too, ladies. Other side. Here we go. Tuck it behind. Make sure you have room to go to the side. Squeeze it. We go up. Knee up. You got it. It burns, but I hope it feels so good, because it really feels so good to move a little bit differently today. And hopefully you're seeing it's quite hard still. Not a walk in the park. Good. Last 5. Up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. I want you to sit on those beautiful glutes. Give them a little side to side rock. Now, those of you who are not pregnant, you're going to lean back as far as you can. And we're just going to twist it out, pushing on that ball as you do. You'll again feel this through the chest. If you are pregnant, I would just end it here. This is our last exercise. I would not bother to do this one. I will do it with you because I got to coach you through it. But I'm just going to sit up way taller here, where it's really just more of a posture exercise for me than a core exercise. But if you're not pregnant, like I said, I want you to take it back to where you can without coning. Shoulders back, and we're going to twist it out. All right, here we go. Twist, twist. Press on that ball. If you are pregnant and you want to hang in here with me, we're at least getting a little bit of chest and back expansion. That's better than nothing, right? Use the head. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale the mouth. Good chance on this last exercise to practice some really nice, deep 360 breathing in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Keep it going. 4 more each side. 4, 3. Excellent. 2, and 1, and out. Good work. Ball to the side. You can stay right here on your knees. Deep breath with me in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Well done. Bookmark this one if you loved it. If your body feels so good like mine does and you want to do it again. Again, better than my hair. All right. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next workout, ladies.